Hey guys, Dustin Meyers here. I have the privilege of being able to call myself a World Hope Bible Institute faculty member by the grace of God. And I just kind of wanted to list out a couple of the blessings or benefits that I've seen come through my time on the field teaching for the Bible Institute. First for myself and then my church, and then in my mind, what's most important in this context is the students in these institutes all over the world, underserved, under-resourced, sometimes persecuted pastors, and they get theological training. That's a great thing in itself. For my church, I'm a pastor, and so I bring all of that back, and I'm preaching sermons, and I'm discipling people, and helping people separate truth from error, and all of this learning, this wisdom that you get to gain on the field just gets dumped right into the local church. And so it's a benefit to me, it's a benefit to the church. And lastly, in my mind, again, the reason that we're going is because it's a benefit to the students. And just think about this in terms of the sheer numbers. So I was in West Africa, had 500 students in an institute in Côte d'Ivoire, in Ivory Coast. And so 500 students there, each of them was from a church of an average of 200 people in this church. So you've got 500 pastors and leaders getting trained in this institute, each going and affecting 200 people with good biblical doctrine. Guys, that's 100,000 souls. That's 100,000 lives that have been touched with the truth of the Bible. And just in the first generation of Christians, these pastors teach others, one generation deep, 100,000 people. I mean, you talk about fruitfulness. Sometimes in our ministry context in the U.S., people tend to be kind of unresponsive. Conversions are hard fought, and it feels like we're just scratching and clawing for effectiveness and fruitfulness. But other places in the world, God's doing different things than He's doing here, and sometimes that fruitfulness can just kind of pop in front of our eyes because He has paved the way for the Bible Institute to come in. So in my mind, it goes to John 15:8, right? By this my Father is glorified, that you bear much fruit, and so prove to be my disciples. So when people ask me, should I go with World Hope? Why would we go with World Hope? Because we're disciples. That's what we do. We bear fruit in the name and by the power of God. And hopefully I get to see you on the field, multiplying disciples, teaching to others what we have received and are so thankful for.